Welcome back, everybody, to Man vs. Line, episode 6. Oh, my God, this is going to be a great show. Can't wait for you guys to hear it. We're going to recap college football and the NFL this week. Then we're going to do a new segment called Hot Takes and finish up with our guest picker and give our picks. Let's go. I'm a new gambler now. I am a winner, not overall. I didn't win the war. I won the battle. Every week's a battle, in and out. I won the battle. I gotta be happy with that. So
I pissed the gambling gods off last week. I knew I was. I knew I was going to. I literally said
finger to the sky.
I pointed to the sky and I said, "Smite me right now, gambling gods." And you know what they did? You know what they did? They smited the ever-living fuck out of my ass. Yes. They smited my ass.
They humbled your ass.
They humbled me real quick. They Kendrick Lamar'd my ass. I sat down. I'm humble. I'm back. We're going to try to get some good picks this week. But, you know, Kendrick Lamar. I think – wait, is Kendrick Lamar the gambling god?
I don't know. He's got the new song. It's like topping them on and topping them on and topping them on. That's him, right?
I don't listen to rap.
I don't know. I spend too much time on TikTok. That's how.
I mean, the only reason I say that is because the gambling gods humble you, and Kendrick Lamar is the one that said, "Sit down, be humble."
Be humble. Maybe if you go into this week humble, Mal. Well, I don't know. I didn't go into last week humble, and I turned out.
Yeah, but you were due. You were due.
I was due.
No one was due. Fair. So my whole thing is, I asked the gambling gods to smite me, and smite me they did. We're going to be a little bit more humble this week. You know. I said, if I'm still hot going into this week, then there is no such thing as the gambling gods. And I'm not hot. So, yeah, gambling gods do exist. Nobody forget that. Always remember that whenever you place a 16-leg parlay, hedge the shit out of it whenever you win 15 of them because the Detroit Lions will never have your back.
Poor guy.
You hate to see it. You always hate to see it.
I mean,
how do you – okay, look.
He picked every single game correctly.
Every single
one.
Okay. First of all, if you're like, here's my thing: was this actually a serious parlay? Like, there's no way this was serious. If your last leg is Detroit winning that game, if you actually thought Detroit was going, I was like,
I was talking to my buddy last night, and I was like, there's two things that are guarantees tonight. Aaron Rodgers will have a good game, and the Packers will win this game. It's just a guarantee at Lambeau.
I personally. I threw $25 on the Lions money line because it's plus 400, 4 times odds. I'll take that. And the only reason I did it is because I thought this guy was from the future. I'm not going to lie. I thought he was from the future.
He bought in.
I thought he was from, can you blame me? The guy picked 15 out of 15 right. I thought he was from the future. What the fuck else do you expect me to do? I mean, I thought he was from the future, just testing out like a theory, like putting $25 down, you know, like testing out, saying like, hey, and who knows? Maybe he is, and maybe like him coming back to the future and placing that bet kind of altered the timeline. Maybe there is a different universe where the Lions win that game. So, I mean, you got to think
Back to the Future, Sports Almanac type shit.
Yeah, I mean, like you got
all the scores.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think if you're going to come back, in time and bet on football or just bet on sports. Week 2 NFL, what a time to do it because nobody's nobody's really looking at you and you know it was a big deal and then now it's not. If it's like playoffs and you guess like every single playoff game correct, so people are going to go or like March Madness, you guess every single March Madness game, people are going to go
because that's almost impossible to do.
It's impossible,
right? No, so yeah, sorry for that guy. Lost $730,000. Absolutely tough.
Well, he lost $25.
Well, he lost 25, but he lost out on the chance to have.
If he didn't hedge. Now, if I'm in his situation, I'm literally going to the bank Monday morning and I'm saying, "Look, this is what we got. I need a $100,000 loan."
Yep. So how much? What he would have won $400,000? Well, no. How much would he have won if he hedged it?
Well, it depends on how much he put on it. Now, what would have really sucked if he hedged it. And then forgot about the tie, and he lost all of it.
Well, I think that's a chance you have to take, though.
No, honestly. Dude, if you're hedging that, you're hedging the tie, too. You don't have a choice. You have to hedge the tie.
But, like, the odds of a game ending in a tie is Yeah, you got some.
I got some major.
You look like you have a halo.
You know what it is? The gambling gods are shining upon me.
They are.
They
They're happy
accepted
for
accepted my apology. They accepted my apology and my humbleness, and they're smiling upon me. So it's a good sign. It's a good sign, boys.
While we're in good spirits, let's go ahead and talk about last week's college football slate. I thought it was a pretty good week all around.
It was a good week all around.
Start off with Friday night's game, Louisville versus UCF. Insane game.
Very good game.
Absolutely insane.
Amazing game.
Louisville pulls that one out. Maryland, Illinois. I don't think anybody on the earth.
I don't watch that game.
Who gives a damn game?
You play that game 10 times. I'm watching it, and I'm not watching it 11 times.
I'm not. You couldn't pay me to watch it. Oklahoma versus Nebraska.
First of all, I'm done with Oklahoma. I'm done with them.
Yeah, you had them 22.5.
I had them 22.5. They won by like 9. 7. I'm done with Oklahoma. I thought week 2 they figured it out. And I thought Nebraska was a dumpster fire, which Nebraska is a dumpster fire, which what does that say about Oklahoma? I'm done with them. I can't do it anymore. I can't play this back and forth game of, picking the damn.
Are we good or are we not good?
Are we good? Oh, Oklahoma loves me. Oklahoma loves me not. Oklahoma loves me. Oklahoma loves me not. I'm just going to stop on Oklahoma loves me not and cut the fucking heartbreak there.
Yep. Smart move,
and
man.
Yeah, we're cutting it there. You know what? Because next week Oklahoma might love me, but guess what? The very next week Oklahoma's not going to love me anymore, and I can't play. I can't have my heartstrings tugged like that. That can't happen every week. I need consistency in my life. I need consistency, and Oklahoma's not going to provide that consistency for me. So,
yeah, definitely not. Lincoln Riley. Who's our Heisman favorite right now, Mo? Matt Corral?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, Matt Corral. Okay.
I'm telling you right now, the boys from Oxford, I'm telling you right now,
dirty good.
Saban better be careful.
I will say this is the year Saban
better be careful. Saban better be careful. I'm telling you.
I agree. They look dangerous. But let's talk about Michigan State versus Miami.
I called that.
Michigan State wins by 21 points.
Who told you Michigan State was going to win that game?
You did. And honestly, looking back on it, you should have took money line.
I should have took money line. But you know what?
You got to take the points against a ranked team.
You got to take the points against a ranked team. Got to. I knew in my heart of hearts Michigan State was going to win that game. Look. They're such a well-coached team. Mel Tucker has taken that team and absolutely just flipped the culture there. Mel Tucker's an amazing coach, amazing defensive mind. We saw that at Georgia. We saw that at Colorado. And he's continuing it on, and he's doing it at Michigan State now. Michigan State
ranked now.
They're ranked. They're undefeated, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah. Michigan State, dark horse for that conference or that division. Dark horse for that division.
I agree. I think they're a very good team. Also, let's talk. Michigan looked really good.
Look. So I saw.
We bought in on Jim Harbaugh. And
I saw a stat. Okay, if you take preseason rankings completely out of it, and you go just based off of stats from the regular season, who you played in strength of schedule, and all that, Michigan's the number 1 team in the nation.
Strength of schedule?
I think it's like the SPI plus rankings. Michigan is the number 1 team in the nation. If you take preseason out of it, all the bull BS rankings, and you just go based off of games played, Michigan is the best team in the nation. Now, this is statistics, analytics, all that, yada, yada. Obviously, Michigan's probably not the best team in the nation. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
But statistically, Michigan's the best team in the nation. Michigan is a good – I told y'all last week, Michigan's a good football team.
And to even make that point, prove that point anymore, they beat the dog shit out of Western Michigan, who beat Pitt this past weekend.
Yes.
Which makes us look awful, but Tennessee look god awful. But like it's in a game, I think Pittsburgh, they beat us. They're like, oh yeah, we're hot shit. And Western Michigan's like not a sleeper team enough to I don't know. It's kind of like
I'm rolling my eyes at you on that one.
What do you mean,
bro? You look like Charlie up from trying to connect all the dots. Of course, we did this a couple weeks ago with Notre Dame.
Did. We went down into it. Speaking, whoa. Helmet stickers.
Tulane. Pro.
Didn't work.
Throw
it out the window.
Ole Miss was my lock of the week last week, right? Or was it the Georgia over?
Was Georgia, South Carolina over 48.
Okay. Hey, doesn't matter. Either way, it hits. No. If I would have had to pick, I honestly, that could have been a lock of the week too. Both of those were locks.
Yep.
Ole Miss is fucking dangerous. I saw an interesting point on Twitter. I forgot who tweeted it. I would give credit. But if you were to take this Ole Miss team and put them in an LSU jersey play in Baton Rouge, and basically move this Ole Miss team to LSU, they would be ranked in the top 5 right now.
100%.
100%. 100%.
It's like they want to like test the waters. They don't want to fully
People-
commit to jumping in. They're just dipping their toe right now. It's like,
Yeah, I
okay,
mean,
we'll
it's
rank
like-
them. Okay, well,
Yeah, I mean, it's
and-
like if you were to put this LSU team, if you were to swap LSU or not LSU, Ole Miss, if you were to swap Ole Miss and Georgia, I think Ole Miss might be ranked ahead of Georgia, or like ranked ahead of Georgia, just based off of what we've seen so far
right
from their offense.
Right.
Their offense is the most explosive offense in the nation. I'm sorry, Alabama fans, that's not what you want to hear, but it's the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts, and facts don't care about your feelings.
All-time quote.
All-time quote.
All-time quote right there.
That's a Ben
All-time
Shapiro
quote.
quote. So
Yeah.
we love that man.
What a guy.
What a dude.
Free money of the week last week, Minnesota money line.
Minnesota money line.
Plus 105. Free money of the week. I mean, how is Minnesota not favored over Colorado?
Overreactions. We love overreactions.
There were some this week too. We're going to
Yeah.
slaughter the bookies on this week. There was a lot of overreactions this week too, I think. Purdue, Notre Dame, snooze fest. Who really gives a shit? Alabama, Florida. Let's talk about it.
I told you. I tried to tell everybody. Nobody wanted to fucking
You
listen
should
to
have
me.
taken Florida with the points then.
You see, I didn't trust it that much. But like,
You told us but you didn't. You didn't trust
I
enough to
knew
take
in my it's one of those like I knew in my head. You know, I thought in my heart it was going to happen, but everything in your head tells you it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those like
body's telling me,
my mind's telling me no.
Yep.
But my body. Okay, this isn't American Idol, but
Nope.
Florida. Is Florida dangerous? I'm so confused.
We'll get into more on that later. We're going to have a legit discussion on
I'm
that.
genuinely confused about Florida.
We're going to have
this
a
year.
legit discussion on that.
Is Emily Jones a good quarterback?
Emily Jones. I'll answer that. No.
Okay,
I'll answer that right now. No. Shout out to Akron, second win in 2 years.
Hey, the Zips,
Clap it up for
baby.
the lads. USC was getting beat. Washington State came back, ended up winning 45-14. Wake Forest beat the absolute hell out of Florida State. Wake Forest is a sneaky good team this year.
Hey.
Sneaky good.
Wait, did I have Wake Forest? It was -4 on. I had them in the parlay. I don't know if I had them on my card.
You did not have them there.
So I'm going to throw this out there, right? If I would have taken my card and just made it that big ass parlay, the BDP, if I'd have just made my card the BDP all singles, I'd have went like 7-3.
Yep.
Or no, 7-2. No, 6-3.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
So stupid. But whatever.
It's fine.
It's fine.
You take, Clemson versus Georgia Tech. Clemson looked like ass this game.
Which does not help us out much.
No, it doesn't help Georgia out at all.
It doesn't help us out but we play Georgia Tech at the end of the year, so I mean we'll beat the absolute dog piss out of Georgia Tech. I mean,
Right.
I don't think if you talk to 10 out of 10 Georgia fans, 11 out of 10 of them are going to say they're not worried about Georgia Tech. So
yeah,
I mean,
yes, there's no reason.
It's Georgia Tech. Let's be honest.
Probably the craziest moment of the week is Mississippi State Memphis game. The guy was down, but they called it loose ball, or I didn't watch the game. I'm just off Twitter.
Well,
Memphis goes down, scores, wins the game 31-29.
Mississippi State, man.
Tough.
Okay, like I get it, but you cannot. It's same thing with Tennessee. You cannot let those games come down to the referees. Same thing with Georgia.
No.
Same thing with Georgia in the past against Alabama. You can't let those games come down to the referees. We can sit here bitch them on about the refs all we want. They're gonna make mistakes. They're human. They're human.
Yeah, I agree. You can't. And it's easy to say like you rested this, rested that. It's like you said, you cannot let it rely on them. You have to win it outright.
You have to leave no doubt. If there's anything we've learned from playing football, and you cannot leave any doubt, because if you leave doubt, you're going to lose.
Yep. Speaking of not leaving doubt, Georgia 40, South Carolina 13.
Should have covered. We should have covered.
We should have covered. You had 30.5.
We had it covered. Just a couple
being 27.
A boneheaded pick from Stetson Bennett. And can we talk about Kirby Smart? What the fuck is Kirby Smart doing? I don't think I've seen somebody mismanage quarterbacks this bad ever in my entire life. The man did it with Fields, and now the man's doing it with JT Daniels. JT Daniels is your number one quarterback. I don't think there's any debate over that. So why in the fuck is a fifth-year Stetson Bennett getting fucking meaningful snaps against South Carolina? What?
I would like to compare Kirby Smart to a fat kid with a lot of candy in both of his arms on Halloween night and he's walking down the street, and he sees another piece of candy on the ground. So he goes, "Ooh, candy!" Bends over to grab the other piece of candy, and all the other candy falls out of this.
Yeah, except the
constantly chasing something.
except the piece of candy he's fucking bending over for is a piece of black fucking licorice. It tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Why are we bending over for black licorice, Kirby?
It's
Why?
like
Why?
he's always like, "Ooh, this," and then loses that. Ooh,
Like,
this,
like
loses
how
that.
can you
Or
ha-
does
how can you,
this,
how
messes
can you
that
have a
up.
Reese's peanut butter cup in your hand and want a piece of black fucking licorice? How do those two even compare? They don't. I'll answer that for you. They don't.
Maybe he's like one of those weird
ridiculous.
guys that likes the candy corn.
Yeah,
Like
and
really, really likes.
and if it came down to JT Daniels
strangely
being
alive.
hurt, being quote unquote hurt, or not quote unquote 100%, JT Daniels sure as fuck didn't look like he was hurt or
He
not
looked
100%. He looks
He looked
fine.
fine.
So, and then Georgia's media, the media, the press conferences, the people asking questions don't ask Kirby. They'll ask him one time in the post-game press conference, "Oh, what about this?" And Kirby will give some bullshit answer that's not an answer, and then he'll just move on instead of grilling his ass and figuring out what the hell he's doing. It makes no sense. As a Georgia fan, it's absolutely infuriating to sit here and watch quarterbacks being mismanaged this fucking much because it's cost us national championships in the past. I would say it's cost us at least 2 national championships.
Yeah. One.
One. I'll give us one. Because
Yeah.
of Jake Fromm year, I mean, quite frankly, I understand not starting Justin Fields, but I don't understand. And here's the other thing, right? You're gonna play. Okay, no, I'm on a rant. I'm on a rant. I'm on a rant.
Go for
Okay,
it.
look, here's the other
Let's
thing.
hear it.
You're
Let's hear
gonna
it.
play a 5th-year senior in Stetson Bennett, right?
Yep.
On the what was the 4th drive of the Georgia game, he's gonna go in there and throw an interception. You're gonna give him meaningful snaps, but you can't give Justin Fields meaningful snaps. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Or sorry, it's like, are you admitting Stetson Bennett's better than Justin Fields?
No. Nobody's admitting that. And if you want to
Maybe
give
Kirby is.
if you want to give snap, and no, he's gonna come down and be like, "Oh, well, you know, Stetson had a great week in practice." I don't give a shit how good of a week Stetson had in practice. I don't fucking care. I don't care. Nobody cares. I could give a shit if he went out there and threw for fucking 1,200 yards in practice this week. I don't care. Because guess what? JT probably threw for 1,800. Like it's infuriating to watch. And I mean, you can use the word embarrassment of riches, but I'm not going to call Stetson Bennett riches. I would call Brock Vandagriff and I would call Carson Beck an embarrassment of riches if we would actually fucking played them and gotten them experience. Like that would be the smart thing to do if you want to rotate quarterbacks, then do that and get other people experience. But he's not even getting experience where experience is needed. So that's the end of my TED Talk. I hope y'all enjoyed my fucking rant. God damn, dude. It's annoying as shit.
Is Penn State for real? Or is Auburn a victim of the circumstance?
I think
AKA
Auburn. I think Auburn is a victim of circumstance. I also think okay, so I'm still going to ride the fact that I think Auburn's a good team, which forces me to admit that Penn State is a good team. But Penn State is probably the 3rd best team in the Big Ten. Behind Michigan State. Ohio State is not a top 3 team in the Big Ten this year. They're just not.
See, I would go based off what we've seen so far. Michigan.
Yes.
Michigan State, Ohio State, Penn State. That's probably my top 4.
See, I don't know if I can give Ohio State the nod over Penn State. I mean, they have one embarrassing almost loss, and they have an that loss to Oregon is embarrassing. I am sorry, but that is embarrassing. I mean, allow Oregon to come in and beat you in the shoe for the first time in history, that's embarrassing. And I'm sorry, but the Big Ten prides itself on defense like the SEC does, and Ohio State has no semblance of a defense.
The quarterback can't figure out what the hell he's doing.
I mean, CJ Stroud comes out there and wants to look like Heisman for like 3 plays and then go and shit the absolute bed for the next 5 series. It doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Is he just not that good? I don't know. Shout out to Buc-ee's. We love you.
Shout out Bucky, always. And the last one I want to talk about, I don't want to say I called this one on the show, but
you did. You did.
Fresno State 40, UCLA 37. I told y'all Fresno State's a good team. They're going to keep it close, and they ended up winning the game. So
how bad is LSU?
it's like let's get our little red yarn out, Mal, and start connecting the dots. Fresno State beat UCLA.
Yes.
And UCLA beat LSU. LSU is terrible.
LSU's terrible. Or is Fresno State a playoff team?
That is, listen, that's a good point too, because let's break this down, right?
When I say
Fresno
playoff team,
State is 3-1.
yes.
Okay, beat UCLA, beat
Mhm.
Cal Poly. Cal Poly sucks. So beat them
Yeah.
63-10. Almost beat, probably should have beat Oregon.
Yep.
They lost by 7, and then opened up the season with UConn beating them 45-0.
Yeah. So if we're really looking at this, obviously Fresno State's not a playoff team. Obviously.
Yeah, or it's
Obviously.
memes. It's
It's a
memes,
meme.
guys. Go
I mean,
with it.
obviously
Okay?
Fresno State's not a playoff team, but is Oregon a playoff team? Ohio State's not making the playoff this year. I think everybody can agree on that. I think even Ohio State
if they win the
fans
Big
can
Ten,
agree. It'd be hard with a loss. It'd be hard to justify Ohio State in the playoff with one loss, even if Oregon wins the Pac-12 with one loss. It would be hard to justify that. So right now, I still think you're looking Georgia, Alabama in the playoff. I mean, if we were to give playoff rankings today, you have to put Alabama at number one, even though I think Georgia and Alabama. If Georgia and Alabama play right now, I think Georgia wins. You have to put Alabama at number one just because it's Alabama. Georgia, Oregon.
I would put Oregon at 3 right now.
I would put Oregon at 3 right now. And then do we put Iowa in at that 4th spot? Has Iowa shown enough?
Listen, I personally don't think
I just wanted to say that.
But I could see them putting them there. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Who is in that 4th spot right now? I mean, is it Penn State?
Well, do you want the actual answer? Like, who's actually in it right now?
I mean, nah, AP polls don't mean jack shit.
Because Oregon's 3rd.
Yeah, Oregon's 3. Oregon
excuse me. Oklahoma's 4th. Iowa's 5th. Penn State.
See, I don't understand the love for Oklahoma this year. I don't understand it.
They're trash, bro. I don't get it.
Like, and this is why the AP polls
are going to lose a few games.
This is why the AP poll. They honestly might not. But if it comes down to Clemson, an 11-1 or a 12-1 Clemson, 12 and or a 12 or 11-1 Clemson. No, it'd be 12-1 Clemson, a 13-0 Oregon, or a let's say the Big 12 plays a championship game now. So or a 13-0 Oklahoma. You got to put 12-1 Clemson, and you got to put Oregon in. You have to.
See, I think Clemson will get left out just because I don't think the Georgia Tech game helped their case.
The Georgia
the whole year, they can win every game, but if they don't win it convincingly, they're not going to get put in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's an outlier. And if you look at the Clemson Georgia game, because Georgia's going to go out and absolutely dominate this year. So those two games kind of equal out. I mean, there's kind of an equilibrium there that the Georgia game kind of vouches for the Georgia Tech game. Now, if Georgia goes out and beats absolute dog shit out of Georgia Tech, which is probably going to happen, then that's just going to even further prove that, Clemson has had a down week, especially if Clemson keeps coming out and just running the score up on these people, which they should. Let's be honest.
They should. They need to build the resume. They
got to build the resume. And so it really, right now, it's coming down to Oklahoma and Ohio State, or Oklahoma and the Big Ten being left out, I think.
Yep. I agree with that statement. I think that's a fair statement.
I just don't see a way the Big Ten gets in this year unless you have a 12-0, unless you have a 13-0 Big Ten champion.
Yeah, perfect season. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
I just don't see a way.
Yep. So let's go ahead and
I was just saying because Ohio State's been that constant in the Big Ten. And now that they're kind of out of the mix, now that they already have that one loss. I mean,
it depends how Michigan does, really.
It depends on Michigan. I mean, dude, if Michigan State goes out, you've got 3 teams right now that have a legitimate chance to go undefeated and make the playoffs. That's Penn State, Michigan State, and Michigan.
Yep.
If you would have told me that at the start of the year, I would have said you're fucking crazy.
Especially Michigan and Michigan State.
Michigan
not honestly, that far of a stretch, but
Michigan is a little stretch. Michigan State, out of fucking left field, out of nowhere, dude. I mean, absolutely ridiculous.
I agree completely out of left field. But let's go ahead and flip it over to the NFL. Let's start with the Thursday night game: Giants and Washington football team. Mal, let me get your take on this. Was he offsides?
What game?
Giants Washington football team, Thursday night's game. Was Dexter Lawrence offsides?
I don't know.
I'm going to say yes. Everybody, there's footage going around on Twitter where it shows that he's
I've
moving the
seen
same
it.
time as the ball. I don't know if you've seen this, Mal. They took a couple frames out. It jumps, like if you look at it. So he did move. It's the right call, Giants fan. I know you're scraping for anything because your team sucks, and I'm sorry. But give it up. There's only one Giants fan I like, and he knows who I'm talking about. He knows I'm talking about him. But yeah, so tough. Washington wins out in 30-29. Absolute electric game. And let's talk about the Titans.
Hey, big money on the Titans.
Big
So
money on the
before
Titans.
this game went down, we had our little group chat, and I placed $50 on the Titans money line. It
paid out.
It paid out. I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Fat Randy.
I was nervous.
Derrick Henry had his best all-around game of his career.
Derrick Henry put up 47.7 points for me in fantasy.
Yeah.
So I was.
He had six receptions, 55 yards, and he's never been targeted that much ever. We actually involved him in the passing game, and it opened up our offense. I think we should keep doing it. Check down, screens, everything. 35 carries, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns, averaging 5 yards a carry. Absolutely insane. And I'm going to look. This is my statement. Best running back to ever put on a helmet. I don't care what people say. Stats, I don't give a even stats. He's the best one. Now let's talk about Bears Bengals. No one really cares. Browns Texans. Tyrod Taylor goes out. Deshaun Watson. Mal, where's he going?
Well, it depends on Tua, I think.
Tua came back, bruised ribs, questionable for this weekend.
Day to day. It still depends on Tua. If Tua keeps struggling the way Tua is, I could see a universe in which Deshaun Watson is wearing some light blue.
I could definitely. I think that's the favorite spot. I think that's the best spot for him. That or Washington.
And what better of a place for Deshaun Watson, a guy who allegedly did all this stuff? We're not going to say he did it or didn't do it. It's allegedly. What better place than Miami for him, right?
Right. Such a mundane environment.
Such a mundane environment.
Not much going on. No nightlife.
Nothing could go wrong. Nothing could go wrong with there.
No clubs.
What a great place for Deshaun Watson to be. Now, I mean, I couldn't imagine sending him out to imagine sending him to Foxborough or anywhere like that, or Detroit, where he would just get into a lot of trouble.
He'd essentially be serving a jail sentence.
Yeah, it can't be that bad. Right?
He might be serving one either way. So
we don't know.
We don't know. But
touchy subject.
Yeah, very touchy subject.
Touchy subject. We don't know. We're just reporters. Don't shoot the
messenger. Rams Colts pissed me off. I had Rams -4.
Yeah, I had Rams -4 too.
They only won by 3. Carson Wentz, story of the week for me.
Dude.
The guy's a sprain in both of his ankles.
How the fuck does that happen?
That's some geriatric old person shit right there.
Dude, Carson Wentz, he needs to hang it up. Now, is it Jacob time? Wait, no, Easton's hurt. Easton's hurt, isn't he?
No, he played last week. I don't think
he's
hurt.
Is it Jacob Easton time?
Not hurt. 2 for 5, 1 interception.
Never mind. Never mind.
Honestly, old Philip Rivers needs to come out and stop coaching high school football and come back and start playing ball. Bills 35-0 over Dolphins.
Shout out to Dylan. This is the only NFL game I won because he told me to take it.
Yeah,
it wasn't on my card, but
yeah. But look, I mean, it was a lock, 100%. But the Bills looked awful in this game. They won a lot, but they looked awful. And Josh Allen has not impressed me yet this year.
He hasn't. It's kind of scary because I got him in fantasy.
I have him in fantasy too. I'm worried. I don't know if the pressure's too much. Like everybody's like MVP season, Josh Allen, MVP season, Josh Allen. He's got Diggs. It's there. I think that he's crumbling. I don't know. We'll see. This week will really be a tell week. I think Patriots 25-6 beat the crap out of the Jets. Zach Wilson, 4 interceptions. 2 of them really shouldn't have been interceptions, but it doesn't matter. They still go on the stat cards at interceptions.
Yeah.
Are we ready to start yelling bust from the top of our lungs, Mel?
No, we're saving that for Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, that's fair. Well, yeah. 49ers, Eagles, just a ball possession game. I watched it, and wasn't really too much going on.
Zach Wilson. I think Zach Wilson's a victim of the circumstances here.
Oh, 100%.
The Jets are 1,000 times worse than the Jaguars. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I understand the Jaguars were the worst team last year, but the Jaguars have a little bit around them. Like, a little bit. Like, Marvin Jones Jr., great receiver there to throw to. The Jets have nothing.
Laviska Shenault Jr. is also decent.
Yeah,
decent
I mean,
receiver.
like, the Jaguars, like, they have some pieces.
Especially next year when they get Etienne. Or Etienne.
Yeah.
How do you say his name back?
Travis
Get
Etienne.
him back. Yeah, get him back. They'll be fine.
I mean, they'll be fine. But Zach Wilson, God bless the kid, man. He is just a victim of.
Wait a minute. Didn't you just say Trevor Lawrence was a bust? Did you not just say that?
No, I'm saying, like, Zach Wilson isn't a bust. Zach Wilson is just a victim of very poor circumstances.
But you think Trevor Lawrence is?
I think Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, well, we'll save that for the next segment because that is a very hot take, but it's reasonable at this moment. Raiders. Gruden to the Super Bowl? No.
Derek Carr?
I'm kidding. Derek Carr MVP? No, I'm kidding.
Derek Carr?
Maybe not. 26-17 on the Steelers. Got to admit, did not see this one coming at all. Thought the Steelers won this game. I thought the Raiders would kind of come down from that big win on Monday night. But no, they pulled it out. Saints, man. Jameis. Look. Tough week for Jameis. 11 for 22, 2 picks. He was the highest rusher, too. 3 carries, 19 yards. And their highest in receiving yards was 1 reception, 27 yards. Let me read you out the team stats, Mal. During the entirety of the game, the Saints had 6 first downs.
Yeah.
One of them was given to them, which was given to them from a penalty. On their third down efficiency was 2 for 11 and 0-2 on 4th and down. They only ran 43 plays and gained 128 yards off 12 drives. Averaged 3 yards a play. Had 80 passing yards, 48 rushing yards. 11 penalties for 115 yards. And they only had the ball for 21 minutes. Panthers almost had that for twice as long.
I just want to point this out. The Superdome is on fire right now. I don't know if they were able to put it out.
Wait. The MGM? Where the Saints play?
Yeah.
It's on fire? What?
Yeah. Look it up. It's on fire.
Bro,
I literally told you this like 3 hours ago.
I thought you were babbling.
No, like the Superdome is on fire.
I thought you were babbling random.
No, the Superdome is on fire.
I didn't know what you were saying.
No, like the Superdome is legitimately on fire. Like,
is the Superdome on fire?
Is it just me? Is it just me? Or does it feel like the Superdome's on fire at least like once every 2 or 3 years?
All-time tweet. I don't know about that. All-time tweet from Kevin Allman. The Superdome has elected a new pope.
No.
Caesar's Dome, not MGM Dome. Apparently,
I forgot they changed that. I forgot they changed it. It's kind of weird. I don't know how.
Apparently, it is on fire. 1 injured. Okay, well, hope he's all right.
That's what I was saying. Saints fire game this week against the Patriots. Do we have a fire game?
We might.
We have a fire game.
We might. Have I like that.
It's a fire game. It's a now, if they're playing in New Orleans, 100% fire game. But it's in Foxborough. So.
Yep. We'll get to that in a second. Broncos beat the Jags. Vikings, Cardinals. Vikings should have won this game. Missed a 36-yard kick. Sorry, it's just Vikings.
What is with the Vikings and special teams? The Vikings are like the Alabama of special teams of the NFL, except they suck. Yeah. Like all around.
Yeah, no. They're bad.
Like God bless them, man. Like I still can't go. Like I still cannot forget the Blair Walsh missed field goal. Like I felt so bad for him. You know, he was a damn dog.
Yeah,
but
he's DGD.
I mean, dude.
Yeah,
are they cursed? Like
I think the Vikings are cursed. Ever since the dome collapsed from snow, they haven't done shit.
Yeah, got a point.
Just saying.
I forgot about that, dude.
What? Wait, connect the dots. If their dome was destroyed from snow and they haven't done anything, and the Saints dome
is on fire,
destroyed by fire, will they?
That means. So snow is cold. That means the team went cold. Fire is hot. That means the team's got to get hot.
Oh my! We just cracked the case, man.
We almost
cracked the case.
So Saints. We taking the Saints?
We'll get to that. There's time now. There's time. Cowboys versus the Chargers. Called it. Cowboys plus 2.5 was easy money. I actually should have taken a money line. That's a oops on my part. Chiefs Ravens. I don't know how. Lamar Jackson's back. He has to have scoliosis. He's been carrying this team.
Yeah.
What a performance from him. I'm a Lamar Jackson hater too. I hate the guy, but good for him. And then, of course, the Packers last night get back on track, 35-17 against the Lions.
I mean,
so that is our recap. It was an overall good week. I think it was a great week of NFL football. 2 overtime wins.
Yes.
And a missed game winner kick. I think that's
Electric
a great week.
week.
College football was more a little bit on the dominant side, not really a crazy upsets, nothing back and forth.
I mean, he had a great game in Happy Valley.
Yeah,
with a missed first down call.
Yeah,
I didn't actually see the play because I was. Oh God, should we talk about the weekend I had?
It's up to you. If you want to disclose that information, you can talk about it, but I'm not going to make you do it.
I mean,
let's just say this: Mal had a really rough weekend and flipped the switch at Sanford Stadium. If you can decode that, you know what we're talking about.
If a Sanford Stadium bathroom janitor is listening to this, I am sorry. Let's just leave it at that.
Yep. So a rough weekend for Mal, but he flipped the switch at Sanford Stadium and he got back to normal. So we like that. But now,
I was just gonna say I had to get my. It was a rough day of gambling. I had to get my gambling demons out.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe
that's what it is.
Maybe that's what it is. We have a lot of crazy ass theories on this show.
Dude,
we need somebody out there to keep track of our theories and let us know.
I mean, as a gambler, you're just finding anything you possibly can to justify what you do.
Yeah,
because we know how stupid gambling is.
Yeah, especially if you're bad at it like me.
We know how dumb it is, so we're just trying to find anything we possibly can to justify our continuing of this idiotic.
But it's so much fun. It's so much.
I don't even want to call it a habit because I mean I can quit whenever I want.
If you have never gambled before and you gamble for the first time, waking up on Saturday or Sunday is the best feeling in the world.
And then going to bed,
win some money while watching football today.
Yeah. And it's like if you have a good day, going to bed is it's an amazing thing, amazing feeling. You have a bad day, it's rough. But especially if you have a bad day in college, you go to bed with the hope that you can still do good tomorrow. Yeah, now, if you have a bad 2 days, you go to bed with the hope that you can just somehow make it back on Monday Night Football. And then if you don't do that, then you just go to bed dreading the rest of the week.
Yeah, absolutely tough. Absolutely tough. But let's go ahead and hop into our new segment, Hot Takes. I will start first. Mal, I require that you have at least 2 hot takes. Probably should have told this before, but I think you can come up with them pretty quick. My first hot take, Saquon Barkley is a bottom 5 back in the league. Can't convince me otherwise.
Fair enough.
He only had 1 good year, his rookie year, and he has been god-awful. Let me read you a stat line from the other night. 13 carries, 57 yards. But get this. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You ready? Long of 41.
So he broke a good one.
Besides that, so what would that be? 16. He averaged 1.3 yards a carry. Besides that long run.
Can we spin doctor this and place it on the offensive line at all?
I mean, you could, but Daniel Jones, well, I mean, it's not design runs. He scrambled, but he did have 9 rushes for 95 yards.
Also, you just gave me a hot take.
Okay, what's the hot take? Let's hear it.
Daniel Jones is the most athletic quarterback in the NFL.
Over Lamar Jackson.
Over Lamar Jackson.
I'm a Lamar Jackson hater. I'll approve this message. That's fine. I approve this message.
Bro, the man. Okay. Let me rephrase my hot take. Daniel Jones is the most deceptively athletic quarterback in the NFL. Actually, that's not even a hot take. That's just truth. Nah. Daniel Jones is the most athletic quarterback.
That is true.
That is
That's
true.
Not a hot take. That's a cold take.
He's the most.
Well, it's
just a take.
It's just a take.
No, he's the most. He's a top three most athletic quarterbacks.
He's fast in the open field.
That's what I'm saying.
He's real fast. But he's got to keep his feet from under him. Never forget. He almost redeemed himself too. So that he got sniped.
He got sniped.
My second hot take and this is definitely a hot take after week 1, maybe not after yesterday. The Titans should be. This is my. I don't know if I try not to be biased, but after seeing the way we fought back yesterday, even with the refs making some terrible calls with the Julio touchdown and then giving the first down, I think the Titans are the favorite to win the AFC, man. I like, especially after seeing the Chiefs go against a battered, beaten Ravens team and lose. They really only had one guy to stop, and they couldn't stop them. The Chiefs' defense is awful,
but
awful.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. The Ravens were also due for this.
I mean, yeah, they were due, but
they were due for a win against the Chiefs. All right,
they have nobody, Mal. Nobody. Except for Lamar Jackson. Nobody.
I mean, yeah, but they also have Lamar Jackson. I mean, I understand we don't like Lamar Jackson Haters Club, but he's damn good. He's good. I know you saw that pass. I know you saw
throw
the
pass. Ball. Can't throw the ball to save his life.
Oh, I know you saw that pass. The one where he's literally the jump pass. The jump pass was electric, Dylan.
Listen, 95% of the time, this guy cannot throw a football.
I mean, he did yesterday.
2 picks.
Oh, yeah, 2 picks. But, I mean, besides that, it's the NFL, man. You're going to throw interceptions as a quarterback. You just got to limit it.
I can't not hate Lamar Jackson.
I'm not telling you to not hate Lamar Jackson. I'm just saying Lamar Jackson is good enough to carry a Ravens team that does have good athletes around him. They're not like a lead or anything, but they have great athletes.
You know what I want to see from the Ravens? I want to see Le'Veon Bell back in the spotlight. That's what I want to see. I miss watching that guy play.
You know what I want to watch? You know what I want to watch on repeat for the rest of my life?
What is it?
The Travis Kelce. Is it Kelce or Kelsey?
He says it's Kelce.
Kelce.
Everybody else says Kelsey. So
I've been pronouncing it Kelce like my entire life, so I've been pronouncing it right. But the Travis Kelce touchdown, the touchdown that I don't think I've ever seen a tight end do something like that in my life. Like I know it might seem like a routine touchdown, but holy hell, that touchdown was insane.
He's a beast, bro. Absolute beast.
He blew my mind with it. Just his open field ability to miss tackles.
For a tight end.
For a tight end and how fast he was.
I will say this. He's got kind of like a Derrick Henry run where the motion of his running looks slow, but he's actually moving fast.
Yes.
It's like deceptively fast.
Yeah. I mean, it's the man is good.
Also, George Kittle's been struggling lately, so I think I'll give number 1 tight end spot to Kels 100%.
Darren Waller too, man. Kels obviously, but
yeah,
Darren Waller's close second, I think.
John Gruden said this might be a hot take. John Gruden said he was the best player he's ever coached. Ever.
I mean, I believe it.
Ever.
Well, yeah. He might be
John Gruden's coached a lot of good players.
Well, do you mean like besides quarterbacks or?
I don't know. John Gruden said he's the best player he's ever coached. Ooh. And John Gruden's coached a lot of good players.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, but I feel like John Gruden wouldn't say that if he didn't believe it.
He's probably like, knock on wood if you're with me, Mr. Waller. Yeah.
I mean, dude, Waller's good.
Waller's good. Good story too. I mean, great story. So, but what's your second hot take? You said I inspired you earlier. Or you already said it.
Yeah, I already said it. But we didn't really use this. We kind of mentioned it last week. But the Michigan Wolverines are a top 5 team in college football this year.
That's a hot take, but you know what? I love it.
We kind of mentioned this last week. I'm on the Harbaugh train. Or no, not the Harbaugh train. That's a trademark patent pending for Lane.
Yeah.
What can we use to signify that we're jumping on with Harbaugh?
We're in Harbaugh's khaki pockets. We're in his khaki pocket.
I'm holding Harbaugh's khaki pocket.
So you're his prison bitch.
Basically.
Hold my pocket.
Okay, so yeah, we'll be his prison bitches. All right.
Harbaugh's prison bitches.
We'll be Harbaugh's prison bitches. I'm a Harbaugh prison bitch. I am a prison bitch for Harbaugh this year.
I'm about to whip up a graphic of us holding his pockets.
Please do
it. I will.
I am a Harbaugh prison bitch this year. I don't know why. I don't know why, because I'm just setting myself up for failure here. But I truly believe in the Michigan Wolverines. I truly believe that they could be a 12-0 team. If they get past Penn State, and are 10-0 going into those last two games, Michigan will be a 12-0 team.
That's I like it. I like when Michigan's good. It's just something about it.
A good Michigan. It's really not even when Michigan's good. It's just when Michigan can actually compete against Ohio State.
Yes, yeah, and that
makes college football so much better.
It's like sets the tone for college football. If that rivalry is good, rivalry.
And this year, look, it's in the Big House this year. Ohio State sucks. Everything is leaning towards Michigan. Now, this is Harbaugh. This is Michigan. They will probably find a way to lose that game. Yeah. Let's be honest here. Let's. I mean, I'm gonna be a Harbaugh prison bitch, and so I'm not gonna say this to his face, but he will find a way to lose that game. But until he finds a way to lose that game, I am all in on Harbaugh, or until he loses to Penn State, one of the two, or until he drops the regular season game. Look, it's going to be very hard for Michigan to actually pull this off,
but they can.
But I believe they are good enough to pull this off.
I agree. I think that concludes our hot takes. So now let's go ahead and let's kick it over to our picks of the week, featuring our guest picker this week, Clay Britton. We now welcome on our first and very special guest.
Yeah. What's happening, baby? What's happening? Glad to be here, boys.
Let's get it. This is a big deal. Big deal.
Massive deal for the boys.
So this week, I will say this week is not great for the number one, the spreads. There wasn't a lot of spreads that I like this week, but got to take some or else you're not gambling. So how do you feel about this week, Clay?
I'm feeling pretty good. Like I told y'all earlier, I think mine are absolute locks, but that's just because I'm the first guest. I got to be confident. However, I will be in Nashville watching the UGA game. So
you're going up.
Yeah, no, going up and
12 p.m. kickoff. Clay, how do you plan on getting ready for a 12 p.m. kickoff?
Well, that's the problem here, Mal. I'm going hard. Waking up early, down in some liquor.
So I would argue that a 12 p.m. kickoff is easier for a college kid than a 7 p.m. kickoff because for the simple reason of by 7 p.m. and drinking all day, you're dead. Because I know last week I was absolutely dead.
I heard that. I heard about that. I was I was a section above you, and I was getting there. I actually feel like I did last week good, but it was my first game that I saw this year in Athens, so I had to remember it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it. Don't get me wrong, I remember it. I just remember there's a video. Dylan, insert video right here. Okay.
Okay.
Insert video right here.
Done for. Deceased.
But no, so yeah, it was a rough day.
Sorry, what'd you take last week with UGA?
See, I had the over, which was a mortal lock. Vegas finally learned this week. They made me think about the over, the total. And I also had Georgia minus 30.5, which was a tough beat given the interception and the fumble. Tough beat, but
that was rough. They played. I mean,
the two interceptions.
South Carolina played a good game. I'm sure you already talked about that.
Well, South Carolina, the Cox, those fans are. I don't know how unrealistic they are, but they actually thought they had a chance to come in there and beat Georgia.
They suck. Yeah,
they're not. They're
not.
I will give it to Zeb Nolan. Zeb Nolan did make a couple damn good passes.
Who's there? That wide receiver, Van, I believe is his last name.
Yeah, Van. He burned our DBs a couple times.
He was fast and he had some hands. Now he was a good player. He was definitely a good player.
He's a good player.
They earned the points they got, but yeah. But this week, we're on to this week, boys.
We're on to a brand new week.
Let me go ahead and start this off. Actually, I can't start that off with that because that's my lock, so I won't start off with that.
Have y'all talked about y'all's picks this week?
No, not yet.
Okay.
We're revealing them for the first time.
We did a recap. Then we did some hot takes. Now we're doing our picks. With our guest picker. Yeah.
We out here.
Yeah.
See, I actually let me go first because I'm starting on Friday night.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
Go
I'm starting I'm starting on Friday night, boys. And actually, no, I'm starting on Thursday night. I'm starting on Thursday night.
I didn't want to touch that.
Let's hear it, Mal.
I love my Mountaineers, baby. I love me some Mountaineers. And I feel a little bad about this because I am a 1-year alumni from Georgia Southern. I am a 1-year Georgia Southern alumni, but I do love me some Mountaineers. And Appalachian State is playing Marshall. Appalachian State's the better football team. Appalachian State's the better football team, and they're only down 7 points in this. We're at least going to get a push out of this. Appalachian State -7. Put it in.
I will say Marshall's a scary good team, though.
Marshall's a scary good team.
They're a scary good team.
Marshall's a scary good team, but this is a Thursday night. It's in Boone.
Does that help?
Luke Combs will probably be there. Luke Combs will probably be there. You got to hammer the Mountaineers, baby. You got to hammer the Mountaineers.
All I wanted to say was pretty much what Dylan says, that Marshall is a little scary.
Marshall is a damn good team.
However, I'm with you there. I like App State more in that. Who's their quarterback right now?
App State. Shoot, it's the transfer from. Transferred Notre Dame, right? No, it transferred from Wisconsin, right?
Okay, but it's not the dude from I don't know. He was around here, I think. From around here.
The Calhoun. What was Calhoun's coach's name? Hal Lamb.
It was
Lamb. It was Lamb.
It's not a Lamb anymore, is it?
No, it's not Lamb anymore.
All right. Well, still, I still don't think that's dumb of you.
No, Appalachian State's look damn good this year. They are against the spread. If you're looking at the Mountaineers, they are 2-1. The one game being the game that they happened to lose against Miami. Was Appalachian State? Were they favored in that game
against Miami?
Yeah, I don't think so. Right?
No.
What was the spread?
I think it was probably 3.5, 4 points Miami.
Yeah. Well, Miami only won by 2, so I don't see where the loss came.
Maybe they didn't cover a different game.
No, they covered against East Carolina. They covered against Elon. It had to be that Miami game.
Okay. Well,
strange.
My pick, and I kind of went back and forth on this because I feel like Florida State's due for a win, but I think I like Louisville, man. After seeing that pick six on Thursday, I like Louisville, man. So I'm taking Louisville 2.5 against Florida State. Florida State's been absolutely terrible this year, and I think it keeps rolling.
That's a good pick. Screw Florida State. Yeah, screw Florida State. All right, I will go. No, you know what? I've got 4 picks that I've got for sure, and then there was 2 that I wanted to ask y'all about, and I wanted to ask it live. So
okay.
I was looking at my last of the college football picks. Got Alabama over 58, and my reason for that is, last week it was over 58. I don't know what the over was last week, but it was over 58, and they're letting some teams score on them. It is Southern Mississippi. Who the hell knows? But hey, Alabama's definitely going to score, and then I've got OU -16, and that's a little iffy. It's against West Virginia though.
So you're still on the Oklahoma bandwagon.
I am. I'm not really. I've never really jumped on it, but did y'all see that pick last week? That shit was hype.
Yeah.
Okay. But other than that, they're still a good team. They're definitely
a good team, but they're gonna tug at your heart, Clay. This is what I was talking about earlier.
They always do.
Here's my reasoning here's my thoughts on the Oklahoma thing.
Yeah.
I could easily see them winning this game by 16 or more points.
But I could see them losing.
But I could also see them losing or winning by 4.
Yes,
because West Virginia is not a bad team.
West Virginia
Tech last
Virginia is a good team. Wait, where is this game being played?
This game
is important.
It is at Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. All right.
So I feel like y'all said, if they do win, they still could win by just a small margin, and that to me is a lot. That's.
Yeah,
not a lot, but
Yeah, it's.
So we're throwing money, we're going Roll Tide then.
Yeah, I like the over. I think Alabama puts up at least 50, and Southern Miss might be lucky to get 7, and Alabama could put up more than 50. So
I think you're going to see it more this year. I don't think Alabama's defense is going to kind of waver a little bit.
They're getting scored on, aren't they?
They're getting scored on.
Yeah,
they're getting scored on a little bit. I think Southern Miss is good for at least 10 to 13 points in this game, at least.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
I like that.
that's what I think the bet would be banking on. I
Yeah.
think Alabama's guaranteed going to score and going to put some up on the board for sure. And as long as they can get them at least 2 touchdowns, maybe a touchdown, and a few field goals, over 58 might
That's a solid
be
pick.
it.
I like
it.
that.
So interesting take on my card. I did not take a single total this week.
Really?
I did not see any totals that really.
I also did not take a total in college football.
See, there was no totals that really caught my attention. Like I said, the Georgia. So I thought about the Georgia total, and I'll give you. I did take Georgia to cover this spread.
What is
I
it
don't
for
know
you?
why I did it, but I got it at 34.5.
Yeah, I've got 35 on mine, bro. It's not pretty.
If South Carolina and Vanderbilt play today, South Carolina wins.
I think so too.
Vanderbilt is the worst team in the SEC. Georgia should have zero problems covering this spread. There's a reason I didn't take the total because I don't think Vanderbilt scores a single point in this game.
So okay, that's lit. I like that you say that. Like I said, I'll be there.
Yes.
Let's go. And shit, I'm sorry, boys.
Good.
But what was I gonna say? What did I fucking like about it that much?
You just like it. He just likes it.
I don't fucking know. It's the dogs.
You're gonna be there, and the dog's gonna be there.
Yeah, dude. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry.
Look, so I think what you're trying to say is Kirby's giving press conferences. We know.
That's what I was gonna say.
We know Darnell Washington might be back this week. It would be a hell of a game for him to come back, get a few snaps in. Karius Jackson's going to be getting a lot more snaps. Dominique Blaylock obviously played last week, so he's going to be doing good. But we should be seeing some receivers back this week, which is why I really like the dogs.
That's huge. No, I know what I was gonna say now, and it was real quick. As much as I love Stetson, as long as I think if we just keep JT in, like let him just get his 4 on reps.
Wait till you go back and listen. You missed my rant. I went on a rant.
5 minutes.
Kirby needs to fucking answer for playing Stetson Bennett in the South Carolina game.
Yeah,
he needs to answer.
I know.
But we've already been down this road.
I know. Like I said, I like him, but I think they'll definitely cover if JT stays in and plays like he can play. So,
I mean, Georgia will put up 35 to 38 before halftime. Before halftime, it'll just be one of those games. It'll be just like the UAB game. It's not gonna be pretty.
I hope so.
What you got, Skip?
Yeah, go dogs.
Can you hear this?
Dogs.
What is that?
You hear that?
Oh no.
Listen here. Listen to this shit.
How many
spread
times
right now is 20.5 points.
How many times we have to teach you this lesson,
Shut
old
up!
man?
Shut up!
How many times we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
We are not Vanderbilt. We will not lose this game by more than 14 points. It's the Vols versus the Gators. Every single year we play this game, it is close. You can go ahead and take it to the bank. Tennessee plus 20.5, and hell, we might win this game.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Florida just played Alabama.
20.5 points.
Dude,
now.
Y'all are going to get beat by 38 plus.
Nope.
Y'all will get beat by 38 plus.
That's exactly right. They did play Bama. They think they're hot shit because they almost beat the number 1 team in the nation. They're going to think they're going to walk over us like a cakewalk.
And they will.
14. Vols cover the spread. Take it to the bank.
Don't listen to him.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it, boys.
I hate it. I hate it. I'm not afraid to admit it. I hate it.
Mal's no retard. Sorry.
Let me tell you this. Let's take a look at the last couple of games between Tennessee and Florida, especially last year.
That's what I would like.
I would like to think last year Florida team was better than this year's Florida team, and last year Tennessee team was worse than this year's Tennessee team. That's what I would like to think.
I mean, I'll give you that. But then again, you can't use last year as a metric for this year. It's just
it's the game.
It's the game. It is the game. I'll give you that. But
that's what I'm looking at. And I mean, it's a little staggered in like the last 8-10 years. However, they have been close. They've been
20.5 points, bro.
Yeah, it's like 20. Like from looking at this, 20.5 points is a lot for the Gators to cover playing Tennessee.
It's a lot, but
Is
let's
it
look at it
at-
like this.
Or,
It's at Florida, but still.
okay.
Listen,
the
I'll
swamp-
take that one to the grave. If I have to eat that one, I'll eat it. That's fine.
I feel like you're going to be eating that one, but that's just me.
Can I?
Tennessee to lose by 21 plus to anyone is a shock to me.
What are the odds on that?
I have it at minus 114.
Okay. I mean,
Ooh.
a little higher than I would think it'd be, but
Yeah.
that's not bad. Not bad at all, dude.
I feel like that's a little closer to even money to me, but
All right.
I mean, I was gonna go ahead and.
Oh yeah, you got it, Malvin.
I was gonna say
I'm the guest.
Notre Dame. Notre Dame, man, they are atrocious.
Yeah.
They are not good. They're not a good football team. They're 3-0. Somehow, some way, they've managed to win 3 games this
They're
year.
3-0.
They're 3-0. Somehow,
Barely,
some way.
though.
Barely.
Yeah.
And they are gonna go jump around a little bit in Wisconsin this weekend.
It's gonna be a hype game.
But I believe Wisconsin jumps all over Notre Dame. Shout out to my boys up in Wisco. Give me Wisco minus 5.5. And Notre Dame, honestly, give me Wisconsin money line. Or actually, no, they're favored in this game. Actually, no, give me Wisconsin minus 5.
Favored?
Wisconsin's favored. I mean, rightfully so. Notre Dame is awful.
Is
Give me
Wisconsin
Wisconsin
ranked?
minus 5.5. Yeah, they're 18th in the nation right now.
And Notre Dame
Dame's
is
12.
Yeah, and they should not even be near that.
No, Notre Dame should not be in the top 25 right now. I do.
However, Wisconsin, nobody gives them any credit. So
Wisconsin
they've
does not
earned a
get any
big odds.
credit.
So yeah, not stupid.
I like it. Minus 5.5. Give me Wisconsin. Minus 5.5. I love the Badgers. I'm a fan of the Badgers. I'm on the Badgers bandwagon this week. So
Mal, what noise does a badger make?
I don't know. But was it in the What Does a Fox Say? Did the song ever mention anything about a badger? Y'all remember that song? What a song, first of all.
Yeah, but whatever the fox said wasn't what a fox actually says.
What does a fox say though?
I think it was like ring ding ding ding
That's
ding.
about it.
Goodness.
All right, y'all want to hear my next
you got,
doozy?
Clay?
Let's hear it.
Wake Forest +4.
Against who they playing?
It's Virginia, and it is at Virginia.
I like that pick.
I do like it.
I like that pick, man.
However, I'm taking I like the +4 because it gives a little leeway.
It gives you a little leeway.
They could come out hitting. Like I said, I know it's at Virginia. I don't really know how their stadium is. I'm sure it gets wild. But yeah, I thought it was kind of a weird one for me, but I like it. Isn't that where Yvonne plays too? And
yes,
there? Absolutely. Then so there's our boy. Hopefully he won't be doing much punting. Hopefully they'll score.
Hopefully not.
But didn't really have much reason why, but didn't think
that's a good pick. Wake Forest is a good team this year.
They're 3-0, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah. So with that record, Virginia's lost to, let's see who it is.
I know they lost to UNC last week. I'm pretty sure.
That's who it is. They put up a lot of points, but other than that, let's see. I don't think they played Illinois, but Illinois, do they have a team this year?
Illinois.
Not really.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, it could go either way, but like y'all said, I don't think it's that dumb. So that's my second college lock.
Clay. I'm gonna not so fast you right here. Not on that game. But give me West Virginia +16.5. Give me all of that smoke.
On Oklahoma.
West Virginia +16.5.
Okay.
Against Oklahoma. I'm gonna not so fast you right there. I'm gonna give you the old Corso. And I want West Virginia +16.5. Quite frankly, I think West Virginia wins this game. I think Oklahoma finally suffers the loss that we've been expecting them to suffer for quite a while now.
Yeah, but it's only week 4, though. I mean, they could still be eating for a second and then, really build up that Oklahoma bandwagon shit, and then,
But listen, here's the thing. I think Oklahoma could they could win this game by 30 points.
It's all going to depend on their offense.
They're going to lose.
It all depends on their offense. Oklahoma's defense is not that bad this year. I will give Oklahoma that. They don't have that bad of a defense this year. Okay, now the Tulane game, I kind of went off. But in the past couple of weeks, their defense has not been atrocious. It all depends on Spencer Rattlesnake Rattler And if he can come out and do anything, them fangs. But I do want to bring this up. Do we think NIL is affecting any of these players in any way?
No.
You don't think NIL is affecting anything?
No.
What's it?
The name, image, likeness.
Which
the fact that players can get paid.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the NIL.
Okay. So I don't think it has an effect.
See,
really.
They're still trying to grind for that name. But I think it affects people in different ways because if you come out and like Bryce Young, he's getting paid millions of dollars. Like I said at the start of the year, he's getting paid millions of dollars. So he has all this expectation on him. So it can play with your head just a little bit. So, and that's a lot of pressure. So Spencer Rattler, obviously, he was the Heisman favorite. That dude got a lot of money in this offseason whenever they passed that bill.
I think if anything, it helps. It helps them think
it depends on your mentality. It depends on the mentality. You can either take it as, all right, well now I just got to show out, or you can take it as pressure, saying, oh crap, I got all this. So
I see what you're saying.
I mean, Spencer Rattler hadn't really impressed. So can we pull it back on the NIL? I don't know.
Well, I said, that was my between Alabama and OU. So I'm not totally against you, but I still think I don't know. I want to be right.
I mean, no, Oklahoma can 100%. Oklahoma
can 100%
come out and cover that game. Oklahoma can 100% come out and cover. It's just based on what we've seen from Oklahoma this year. I just don't think they can. I don't think they will.
All right.
So my next pick, I feel like I know at least one person else has it here. Sparty, baby. Michigan State -4.5 versus the shithole Nebraska. Scott Frost, suck it.
Scott. Bro, how are you going to have the last name Frost?
Because his team's ice cold.
It's not a good name.
Bingo. Not only that, can we talk about the fact that Scott Frost coached? He was a UCF coach, right? How do you have the last name Frost and you coach in Florida?
I think they really put that into consideration when hiring him now.
Yeah.
No,
you asshole!
I know it's hot down here. But...
no.
Change the name.
Everything. So anything he did at UCF is void because he was cold in the hot weather. So he melted. Scott Frost melted at UCF. Scott Frost no longer exists. This is actually an artificial intelligent robot that they have.
He's a puddle.
Where are we going, Mal? Where are we going?
I don't know. I'm on a tear.
Give us your pick. Are you going Michigan? Are you riding?
Oh, I'm riding the hell out of Sparty. Give me Sparty, man.
Love it.
Give me all the Sparty. I love Sparty. How many times did we say this? Sparty is a dark horse this year.
Yep.
Well, does Nebraska even have anybody?
No, they're terrible.
I genuinely have no clue how Oklahoma did not beat them by 40.
Yeah, they have exactly. They haven't had any really, big games. So and just minus.
No, yeah, they had. The first game they played. Who they play first week? That was Wisconsin. Was it?
Wisconsin.
Yeah, they played Wisconsin first week, and it was a freaking crap shoot.
Oh no, Illinois. They played.
Illinois. Yeah.
Yep, and Illinois beat them. So there you go. Yeah. And y'all are just saying Illinois
beat them.
Duke them.
Yeah.
Give me Sparty.
Yep.
Hey Clay, you want to know why you should take Michigan State? I'm going to convince you right now.
What's up, Daddy?
You know who their head coach is?
Who's that?
Mel Tucker.
Who the fuck is Mel Tucker?
Georgia's ex-defensive coordinator. He went to Colorado, changed Colorado's program. Now he's at Michigan State, turning that program around. Michigan State.
There you go. No, that's hard. They all got definite good reasons. What'd you say? Mine is just 4.5.
No. It's -5.
-5.
Oh, I have 4.5.
I got 5.
So, yeah, but either way, I mean that's two.
You can push though.
Hell yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. All right, here's my next one, boys.
What you got?
Arkansas money line.
I like it.
Plus 180. Plus 180.
I have it. I love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
I
want more of it. I want all of it. Give me all of it. Dude, give me all that pig. Give me all that hog. Roasted over the flame. Sweet. I want all the Razor pig this week. Give me all.
Yeah,
Texas A&M is a shit show. Haynes King, God bless the kid. We hate to see injuries, but Texas A&M cannot compete with Arkansas. Arkansas is a top team in the SEC this year. They will.
You know what? You know what? Put it on my card too. Let's go.
Oh,
Give me
now,
Arkansas.
and
Oh.
same reason you picked Michigan. Well, not same reason, but a reason you picked Michigan State. Guess who's Arkansas's head coach is?
Sam, motherfucker.
Sam Pittman. How about them? Dog? What did he used to say, dude?
He'd say, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
However,
Sam Pittman is electric.
them not being favored at Arkansas in Arkansas, I think that's
Yeah, it's a travesty. Quite
I
frankly.
get it. I mean, I get it. Texas A&M has the rank, but like you said, they're fucking buns.
No,
Texas
this
A&M
this
is
is
buns.
this is a game where we will slaughter the bookies. This
Yeah,
is a
think
slaughter
so
the
too.
bookies game, and you want to know something else, Dylan?
Slaughter
You want to know
pick of the
something
week.
else? You want to know something else? That is my lock of the week. Arkansas
shit.
money line.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Really?
That is my
I'm
lock
so
of the week.
glad I
is
got that,
Arkansas
though, dude.
money line.
Let's go.
Because, like I said, Hayes King is hurt. We hate to see injuries. We don't like to see it. I was very high on Texas A&M coming into this year. Haynes King is hurt. Nothing we can really do about it. Texas A&M does not have a quarterback. Texas A&M
Yeah.
has not looked as good as everybody put them out to be. I think the pressure got to them. Jimbo Fisher is struggling out there in Aggie land. Sam Pittman's rolling.
Jimbo.
He is absolutely rolling. The Arkansas Razorbacks, like I said, they will be a top. They will be a top 4 team in the West this year. They will finish top 4 in the West this year.
I like it, dude. I
Arkansas,
really like it.
Arkansas. I think Arkansas is better than Auburn. They're better than A&M. They're better than LSU. They're better than not. They're not better than Ole Miss. They're better than Mississippi State.
Yeah. Does anybody have Ole Miss this week, or are they playing this
I
week?
could not find a line on Ole Miss. I
Really?
looked and
I
I
don't
looked.
know
I
if I
could not
saw
find a
anything.
line. I don't even
Okay.
know if they're playing. Are they playing? They might have an off week because I think they go. Don't they play Bama next week?
Ooh.
I don't know. Well, that's going to be interesting.
I hope
Um,
that it's very interesting.
All right, so that's your lock now.
That is my
Um,
lock.
Like I said, mine are all locks, but yeah, I'm glad you fucking like that because
love it.
I think that's gonna hit like a motherfucker. Like you said, I think it's gonna slaughter
Yeah.
the fuck out
It's
of the
going to
book.
slaughter the bookies.
Let's
Love
fucking
it.
go, boys. Let's go. I'll
See,
say my
so-
lock is Wake Forest, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
Your
See,
lock
so
is
my-
Wake Forest +4. I like it.
My thing on the bookies, they've been overreacting, right?
Big
so
time overreaction.
They've been big time overreacting. This week on that Arkansas, they are underreacting. They are not giving Arkansas the credit that Arkansas deserves.
I think so too.
I mean, Arkansas beat Texas, which obviously Texas is awful, but Arkansas didn't
spanked
beat Texas.
in my opinion.
They beat Texas like a drum.
Yeah.
They went and they had beef for dinner. They had beef for lunch. They had beef for breakfast. They're eating beef all day, every day, 365.
Red meat, steak
Red
makers.
meat. They are on a diet of strictly red meat. I like Arkansas this year. I don't know. I like them.
Solid.
I'll take it. Take it.
All right. This one might. This one was a little controversial in my head, but I like it. Missouri 2.5 versus Boston College.
I
SEC
thought about
dominance reigns.
I
Missouri
thought
by
about
3 plus.
Thought about that too.
I thought about it. I didn't take it. Missouri hasn't proved much to me this year. I thought Missouri was going to be a damn good football team. They haven't really shown me much, dude. They've lost a big game against Kentucky.
But they will still be a good enough team to beat Boston College. So I'm taking.
Yeah,
it.
I mean they should. I mean, quite frankly, they should win this game by 14 plus.
Yep.
For being completely frank,
Exactly.
it's just I don't trust it. I don't trust Missouri.
Since,
They haven't
since
shown
you
me enough
guys
this year.
have given out your locks, I feel like I need to go ahead and give out my lock.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't really have one, but since Mal, he really liked that Arkansas, we're going Wake Forest.
So
Yvonne,
Arkansas and Wake Forest. My lock of the week is a little bit off the beaten path. I don't think a lot of people are betting this game. My lock of the week is Army 8.5 versus Miami of Ohio. Army is a great football team.
Yes.
Has played absolutely amazing this year. So yeah, give me the Golden Knights minus 8.5
Fair enough.
is it really minus 8.5?
It
versus
is.
All right.
Miami of Ohio. Yep.
All right, so obviously, I can't even get my 2 cents on that game because who the hell knows about Army? But I will say this. For the gentleman in college, I'm a Sigma Chi, and the first Sigma Chi chapter was at the University of Miami in Ohio. So, Dylan, if the boys win, it's all because that white cross.
No?
All right, but that's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
That's my only connection.
Is there any more college picks here?
I
do
have
we have
2
any
more college
picks?
picks.
Heck
I have
yeah.
2 more
off,
college
Mal.
picks.
We'll
Yeah.
get NFL.
The first one, I have something that I want to read before I give this pick, okay? And this quote came from the head coach of Georgia State, where he egregiously downplayed Auburn's Eagle. And then he also went on to say, and I quote, "What do I got to be scared of? A couple former SEC assistants with losing coaching records, not impressed by rank Auburn," end quote. Give me Auburn minus 27 and give me all of it. Auburn will absolutely. I don't love Auburn, but whenever you make a statement like that against a SEC team,
that's bulletin board material.
that is bulletin board material. We know it as good as anybody. This is personal for Auburn now. This is personal for Auburn. And yeah, I mean, what can you say except Auburn minus 27? Take that to the bank because damn it, Georgia State just fucked up. They fucked up.
That's dumb. That's dumb.
Yeah, nobody's handling tuition for Georgia State right now. So
there you go.
I mean, that, and you know what? My last college football pick of the week. Hail
to Michigan. Yeah.
The big blue is 3-0 this year against the spread, and they're about to be 4-0. They are playing the Rutgers, and they are only 20.5-point favorites. Give me Michigan by 21 plus, and give it to me right now.
Great pick. I like
that one's not bad. Is it at the Big House?
Oh, it is
at the Big House.
It is at the Big House. An electric environment, 100,000+ people there. Rutgers are going to get ran out of the.
Yeah.
Rutgers are going to get ran out of the stadium. Rutgers get ran out of the stadium. So
that's a good one.
It.
Those are our college picks.
That's all my picks, man. I ain't touched the NFL this week. After going 0-3 in the NFL, I am I'm calling it right now. I'm not going.
What were your losses last week, Mo?
Well, we had
his
the Saints
losses
minus 3.
in the NFL was Saints -3 and Rams
minus
4. And Rams won by
real
3.
tough. Yeah, real tough week. We're gonna take a break from NFL betting. I'm just gonna stick with what I know, and that's college football, and we're gonna hit it hard next week.
Yeah, that's not done. Good job, Matt. Are you still? Is your winning record still not bad, or are you still?
We're still
his total record. His record is 28-20. 28.
What's my college football record? It kind of took
the college football record is 28-17.
Damn.
That is 62%, which is crazy.
So, yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, yep. We're sticking with college football, baby.
Clay, do you have an NFL pick?
I've got one.
Let's hear it.
And this is, once again, I don't really have anything to say about the NFL because just don't follow it. And to me, it's much more of a toss-up than college football. Much more of a toss-up.
Anybody can beat anybody.
Bucks -1. They just got to win, and I'll cover. And I'll push. And if hey, they, let's say they get a safety and win by 2, we got that. So no, that's about it. It's just -110, and nothing special. Not really too confident or too worried about it. So.
All right, I got some NFL picks. I love.
Just wanted to give it, and I did want to have an NFL pick though for today.
I appreciate that. And I talked about it last week. There's a balance to everything, a yin and a yang. My ass cheeked to those leather seats last week. Yes, absolutely. So this week, my first pick, I almost made this my lock. Mind you that. Almost made it my lock. Saints, money line versus the Pats.
Okay.
Take it to the bank, cash it. Jameis finds his way back. Kamara has a big game. Saints beat the Patriots.
So Dylan is all in on the Fire game.
Is that in New Orleans or no?
No, it's
in Foxborough.
Okay.
They get revenge for the bench, or not the bench.
Yeah, their stadium caught on fire. The Saints stadium caught on fire. So I think they win that game for the stadium.
When did that happen?
It's a stadium
today.
Today.
Like
it happened like 2 hours ago.
Yeah. Raiders -3.5 versus the Dolphins. Tua more than likely is a soft bitch, and he is not going to play this game. Jacoby Brissett will the Dolphins beat a good Raiders team. Raiders 3.5. Cash it.
Yep.
Then I have 2 totals. I have the Cardinals versus the Jags under 52. Trevor Lawrence and Jags will not put up a lot of points. Cardinals will put up at least 30 under 52. Take it.
I don't even know if Cardinals will put that many up. Just saying.
I don't know. They might
under still might be great.
And then I have, and a lot of people are not going to like this pick. Bucks versus Rams under 55. Both of these defenses
Yeah.
are good
Yep.
defenses.
I like it.
Good defenses. And LA's offense has not been putting up the numbers they should have been putting up the past couple weeks. So I like the under 55 there. Take it. It's a big game. There's a lot of pressure. Not that many points are going to be good putting up.
No.
This isn't a Cowboys versus Bucks type of game where they're going to throw it 60 times a game. Not happening.
Yeah.
Take the under 55. My last pick of the week for the NFL. This is also an iffy one to a lot of people, but I really like it because of the balance of the NFL. Not 100% sold on the Broncos this year. Teddy B is a good quarterback. I don't know how great he is so far. I like the Jets plus 10.5 in Denver. Give it to me. Zach Wilson has a slight bounce back week. Might throw one interception, but they're not going to lose by more than 10.5 points.
I like it. I actually do like that pick.
Thank you.
My whole thing with Zach Wilson is like, I mean, I had Zach Wilson being one of the best quarterbacks out of this draft class.
The way he played in preseason,
Pre-draft.
he looked like the best out of the draft.
Yeah, I mean,
He looked like the best out of the draft.
Pre-draft. Then he got drafted by the Jets, and that all went to hell in a handbasket.
Yep.
God, like I said earlier, just God bless Zach Wilson, man. God bless Zach Wilson. Poor kid. He's getting paid millions of dollars, but still, I don't know if that's enough to play for the Jets.
And living in New York, he's probably living in Jersey, but still living in this area is tough. So yeah,
it's a lot of picks there, Dylan. But
I have
he's riding a hot streak last week.
No, I mean for NFL.
I know my stuff in the NFL.
No, you did. I did see that. Y'all both didn't do terrible.
I went 3-2 last week I really should have been 4-1, but the Rams screwed me. So
I'm rocking a solid 9-pick card this week. Not too shabby. I like my
not
card.
Too shabby. Well, Clay, I have to thank you for being the first guest ever on the show.
Oh, we fucking eat, baby.
We eat.
We all give him some savage spikes.
I appreciate it, gentlemen. I appreciate it. I will be thinking about y'all and letting y'all know how everything goes in Nashville,
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Go Dogs, of course. And for Dylan, go Vols, I guess.
As long as we don't lose by 21, I don't give a shit what happens.
Yeah. Great
I'm
team
tired of getting hurt, man. Yeah. So I think that's going to be it. Everybody, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Be smart with your bankroll. Be smart with